The United States of America is a nation founded on the principles of freedom and equality, yet for a long time, the transgender community has been denied these fundamental rights. Archival footage shows transgender people being arrested and mistreated, highlighting the discrimination and marginalization that transgender individuals have faced throughout history. But in recent years, there have been significant strides made towards transgender rights and acceptance in the United States. Footage shows transgender individuals being celebrated in media and society, and laws and policies being passed to protect transgender rights. While there is still much work to be done to achieve true equality for transgender individuals, it's important to recognize the progress that has been made and the contributions of transgender activists and allies. Let's take a closer look at the history of transgender rights in the United States. The first legal victory for transgender rights in the United States is widely considered to be the case of Christine Jorgensen in 1952, who became the first American to undergo gender confirmation surgery. In 1966, transgender activists Martha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera organized the first public demonstration for transgender rights at the annual Reminder Pickets in Philadelphia, which were annual demonstrations that protested the lack of progress in LGBTQ rights. In the 1970s, the transgender community began to organize and advocate for their rights, with groups like the National Transgender Advocacy Coalition and the Sylvia Rivera Law Project being founded. In 1974, the American Psychiatric Association declassified transgender identity as a mental disorder, which marked a significant step toward transgender rights. In the 1990s, transgender rights became more visible in the media, with notable figures like transgender rights activist and author Leslie Feinberg and transgender actress and advocate Laverne Cox bringing attention to the community. In 2011, the Obama administration issued a directive that prohibited discrimination against transgender individuals in the workplace. In 2016, the Obama administration issued a directive that protected transgender students from discrimination in schools. In 2020, the United States Supreme Court ruled that Title IX of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits employment discrimination based on sex, applies to discrimination against transgender people. Despite these milestones, the transgender community still faces significant challenges and obstacles in their daily lives. Discrimination in employment, housing, healthcare, and education, as well as hate crimes and violence against the transgender communities, are all issues that continue to plague the community. One of the biggest challenges facing the transgender community is employment discrimination. Unemployment rates among transgender individuals are higher than the national average due to discrimination when seeking employment, such as being denied job opportunities due to their gender identity or being harassed or bullied at work. Another major challenge facing the transgender community is access to affordable housing. Transgender individuals are more likely to be homeless than cisgender individuals, and discrimination when trying to find a place to live, such as being denied rental applications or being evicted due to their gender identity, are common issues faced by the transgender community. Access to healthcare is another major issue for the transgender community. Only a small percentage of transgender individuals have access to healthcare that is responsive to their needs. This lack of access to healthcare can lead to negative health outcomes, such as a higher risk of HIV and other STIs, and can also contribute to the high rates of depression and suicide among the transgender community. It's important to recognize that transgender individuals are a vital part of our society and deserve the same rights and opportunities as everyone else. We must continue to work towards achieving true equality for the transgender community and acknowledge the progress that has been made to date.